Nothing funnier than when Shorty makes an OF making no money, then deletes all records of her promoting it and pretends nothing happened. This is honestly my favorite character arc as a Division 1 level hater because this is basically worse than being a failed rapper. Because at least when you fail at rapping, you tried something, a talent, you put yourself out there, you made some music, a beat, and you just was, you know what I mean? Everybody can be like, nah, you just suck. We ain't making it out the hood. Now, if you show some for free or for 5, for 10, and you fail at that, that's gotta be a self-deprecating moment. Because you out there putting God's goods out there for basically nothing, for the internet to see, and nobody buying it. It's like you a bad, wasted fruit in a fruit aisle. And everybody looking, they just don't want you.
Sorry, incels, not all content is made for you. Sweet Jesus, this is embarrassing. When are we going to stop acting like this show wasn't in any way entertaining or financially, I don't know, successful? And let me let you know that this is not like an image made by Disney or posted onto a Disney account. No, there's actual like fans of this show who are still coping about its failure, thinking that everybody didn't watch it because of their internalized hatred for women, which doesn't make sense and was never true. But you're right, I guess we're just all incel haters who just wanted to, I don't know, make a show lose money, which makes no sense. Makes no sense. You made a bad product and it didn't sell well and people clowned on it. Can we please move on? This Assassin's Creed statue was pulled over an insensitive design, leading to backlash. The design had similarities to a torii gate that was damaged by the atomic bomb dropped in Nagasaki in 1945. I'm sure all of you guys are very, very aware of just how stupid the marketing and just overall, I don't know, project that was the Assassin's Creed Shadows game. And this post is the end of a really long story concerning this set of figurines that is meant to not only be sold as merchandise for the game, but also to promote the game, where both of the main characters of Assassin's Creed Shadows are leaning on or just standing on top of a broken torii gate. Now, did they mean for it to be disrespectful? Probably not, but it is anyway because of all of the baggage that comes with that memorial. Feel free to search up the Wikipedia page about this torii gate and give that a little bit of a read, and you're going to have the same realization that most normal people had. Like, why in the world would you even merchandise something like that, let alone turn said memorial into a product for a game that people already despise? Why was that in any way a decision? And whoever greenlit this ought to be fired. I mean, they weren't fired, they were probably laid off. Aiden Ross claims he paid $5,000 for Black Ops 6 and realized he can't play it because the servers aren't open yet. Yes, everyone, your ears are not broken. Aiden Ross paid $5,000 for a game that isn't online yet, and for whatever reason, he thought he'd actually be able to play and show the game on his stream. It's ridiculous.
So I'll explain why this is pointless to get early this year. They did their thing. This is pointless because you load up the game, you can't play it. So it's pointless. I can't even play it. It loads up Call of Duty Black Ops, the HQ thing, and that's it. So they patched it, so therefore I couldn't play this game early. It's proof. It's just, yeah, it doesn't work. The patch is just for you, probably. So I got the game a week early, can't play it. It is what it is. I got scammed, man. I got scammed. The servers aren't up yet. They'll probably be up in a few days. And once they're up, I'm gonna stream it.
Okay, so we got ourselves a meeting. This looks like some important people. They are wearing court outfits. They're wearing judge outfits. Oh, this is the Supreme Court state of Louisiana? No way did they actually misspell their state name. Are you serious? Are you serious? No one here has Google or, I don't know, spell check? Those curtains cost thousands. Putting all of that up costs so much money, and you know that it went through so many different hands. No one caught that? That is not the name of your state. I promise you. Louisiana, not even Louisiana. I actually read it wrong because I'm extra stupid. It's Louisiana. My God, it's worse. I can't believe they did this to my character. Okay, so you want to look like Don. Ooh, it looks like Don throws shock puts. Good grief. Looks like Don is a linebacker. I can see why that might, you know, cause you some distress. They did this to your character. And if that was the truth, I guess I'd sympathize. Nobody wants to, I don't know, look ugly on a game. But context, your Pokemon Go account automatically links your height and weight if you enter it in Pokemon Sleep. So yeah, you're actually just being represented well. Look at that. You actually have some validation in your favorite game. You look exactly the way you're supposed to. And if you don't like the way that you look, I don't know, get a Stairmaster. Hey everyone, I'm doing the challenge, no phone summer. We got an MP3 player, we got ourselves a digital camera, and a track phone. Do you not see the buttons? Do you not see the buttons? Or do track phones or flip phones not count as cell phones anymore? Are they just a different type of device altogether? Maybe flip phones fall into a different category. Maybe they're like prestige level pagers. I have no idea. Why did you post this online and why is this a trend? You would think this is the only type of TikTok out there, but no, there's a lot of younger people who genuinely don't think that flip phones like this count as phones. If you can't connect to Twitter, then I guess you just can't connect to anyone. A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. I don't know why this is even a debate. It's not a debate. You just woke up and shared this online to 12.1 million people, and I don't know why you did that. I don't know why you had to share your inane thoughts with the internet, but I guess that's what Twitter is for. And really, how is it different? A black woman marrying a white man is not the same as a black man marrying a white woman. How so? Make it make sense. You didn't add enough paragraphs. You can type as much as you want on Twitter nowadays. So you can literally just make your argument, but you just said this. So I guess we gotta parse through the idiocy ourselves. I guess that's the challenge here. I'm assuming that she's saying that a black man sharing his wealth, his intelligence, his resources, his access to a white woman is just terrible, as opposed to a black woman doing the same thing with a white man. So yeah, you guys can try and solve for X here in the comments. You know, maybe I'm just not smart enough to see the logic here. Maybe this is a subtle IQ test and I failed. But yeah, no. Can you please stop talking? I don't understand why this matters. Step out of people's relationships, bro. Just because you are miserable doesn't mean everybody has to be made aware of it and hear it on the timeline. Can you just leave us alone with your thoughts? POV, you steal a dead person's identity and try to buy a car, and they trick you into thinking you really got away with it, and then the cops arrest you immediately after the keys get into your hands. Now, why in the world did we not do our criminal background research? Did we not try and think about our plan? In what universe is a dead person going to be able to go to a Kia dealership and buy a new SUV? That makes no sense. Last time I checked, graveyards don't have credit scores. TransUnion and Equifax do not have any records for anybody who's under the ground. It's not happening. It's not happening. To be honest, this is unserious. I am angry that this person went out of their way to be a criminal and was not serious about their game. If this is going to be your career, you should probably try a little bit harder. And to be honest, what were you going to do with that car? What were you going to do with that car? You already stole somebody's identity, which means you don't have the money for that car. And if you mean to sell it, I promise you're not going to get the exact value for that vehicle off of the street because people know that you stole it. And if you are trying to sell it genuinely, you definitely don't look like the person who you stole that identity from. I have a feeling that they are very rotten in the ground, very skeletal, and you look very alive. This is going to be a very difficult thing to turn into money, and you know what? I guess you can, you know, take solace in knowing that that's not going to be your problem anymore. You don't have to deal with trying to figure out how to, you know, turn this into money. Today, everyone, I'm reading Birth of Tragedy by Nietzsche, summarized and explained. I hope you guys enjoy it. I know this video is 4 years old and not many people are interested in this, but I really hope that you're willing to read through this and can actually hear me as I read this book and explain it to you. Apparently not, because there are smoke alarm beeps all the way through the video. It actually stops at 7 minutes 16, and if it's already that bad 7 minutes in, I promise you the 1 hour long video that this may be has even more wonderful smoke alarm beeps. I don't get how people can just ignore that. I don't know how that's possible. Any consistent noise like that would be incredibly annoying. Maybe it's because I never grew up that way. Anytime you would hear the smoke alarm beep go off, we would immediately solve the problem and get those weird batteries, the only ones that fit inside the smoke alarm. And like that, the problem is solved. Are you trying to ignore the sound? Do you even hear it anymore? It is ironic that you're over here reading Nietzsche with the added attempt of explaining his, I don't know, distilled schizophrenia, which is to some people an intellectual act, you know, a difficult thing to do, all while, I don't know, just ignoring a simple thing like a beep. I don't understand. There's a certain group of people where this is a serious issue and I don't know how they ignore it. I don't know how they do it. The evolution of Pokemon I never want to see again. Oh, is there more leaks with the Pokemon? Oh, no, it's not. No, it's not. They're figurines. Why? Why? Where in the world are you putting that in your house, man? I know for a fact that you have to live alone, or at least you have a cave or some sort of hovel inside of your house to hide stuff like this. Because don't get me wrong, I have figurines too. I love Gunpla. I just got into it And I have a bunch of sets that I've been meaning to build. And actually, matter of fact, I've been thinking about streaming building those with you guys and talking while I put one together. If that's something that you're interested in, please let me know in the comments down below. But this isn't that. This isn't that. I like models. This is not something that I want in my house. Not something I certainly want in my bedroom where I put all my gunpla. It makes no sense. And what I'm showing you right now is the tame stuff, guys. The tame stuff. The store is full of even worse, like this. Is that a Pokemon wearing a maid outfit? And the worst part of it all is the fact that, you know, it's 70 Canadian dollars. That's the cheapest stuff that I could find. There were some figurines going for hundreds of Canadian dollars. Could you imagine being such a prestige level, I don't know, degenerate to spend hundreds of dollars on figurines that only you, hopefully only you, are meant to see? And what are you doing with those figurines, man? You putting those in jars? What are we about to do? Hawk 2 in the school pickup line. This incel brings either this or his General Lee with Confederate flag to school pickup line. We are not in the you're not in the US? Oh man. Oh man. To be honest, the Hawk 2 Hellcat is kind of funny and also just insane. Adding you know, the stars and bars to that would just be mwah, so perfect, because it's just incompatible for whatever nation that this picture was taken in. And I can't imagine picking up my child or my sibling in a car like this and just giving them all sorts of secondhand embarrassment. That's just, they're not deserving of any of that. You know for a fact that the moment that they go back into class the next day, the ridicule will be biblical. It'll be ridiculous, it'll be insane and brutal, and putting that burden on somebody with no frontal lobe and no like social skills is not fair. That's not fair. You're manufacturing bullying. That's what you're doing. You're creating an environment for that child to be ridiculed. Why? No tomboys, no short stacks, no, not even himbos. I don't get it. What's the appeal? Who are these shows made for? Someone who doesn't have their in their hands all the time? Someone who doesn't just, I don't know, download every single amount of adult content from Twitter and from the internet directly into their neurons? You know, normal people, this show is funny. Let it be funny. Why in any universe would that actually have to be in the show for you to enjoy it? Maybe we should step away from the keyboard and step into a therapist's office. I think that's what we need. I think we need to put down the phone. Sorry, the Minecraft movie isn't meant for you. So if everything lately isn't for you, who are these things being made for? That is a great question. I love how we've come full circle in this video. First, it's with She-Hulk, and now it's with the Minecraft movie. What is the common denominator between these two different pieces of entertainment? They are bad. They aren't meant for the fans. The fans dislike them. And instead of going back to the, I don't know, the editing room, to the writer's room, and fixing something that will be, I don't know, financially successful, they still produce it and then get upset when the core fan base that they're meant to be producing this content for dislikes it. Look, here's a hypothetical for those who are struggling to understand. Would it make sense for me to go onto my channel and create content that you guys do not want to see? Would you guys be interested in any content that isn't Reddit focused or true crime, dark history focused? Would you be here and put up with that? We've been doing this. This relationship's been going on for almost a decade. I've created content that you guys enjoy. I tell jokes that you guys giggle to. I share stories that you probably haven't heard of. And because of those, you know, very, very purposeful decisions, you guys are here watching this video. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm happy to make content that you guys enjoy. It makes sense. It makes sense. So either I'm doing something wrong or they're doing something wrong. And that is insane to me. You guys have millions of dollars in so many bodies. I am only one person, and yet somehow I've managed to make some sort of success here. Somehow my method is making sense. Somehow things are turning out well. So truly, I do not know who this movie was made for, and the joke that I usually tell is that these movies are made for somebody's cousin who's on an executive board. Somebody's brother, sister, whatever. This is absolutely not meant for the public. This is just meant for someone who has a little bit of pull and a little bit of money. You ever just go out of your way to try and move out of your, you know, college apartment with all of your cards, all of your Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and just, yeah, oh man, that's rough. I am so sorry. Oh, this is in Japan. This is sad. It looks like the ground might be a little bit wet down there. Those cards are cooked. I hope nothing's too bent, but yeah, at that point, I will pick up what I can, sit back down, and try not to have a hissy fit, because good grief, if this isn't physical cringe, I just feel it deep in my heart. And I've been there. Moving from my last apartment to where I am now, I had a giant Lego set that one of my closest friends helped me build, and it was fine for a couple of years until moving down here, and it was just wang jangled in the back of that truck. And now some child at a Goodwill has like a ton of Legos for one set, including the book. It was completely destroyed. I put it into a box for him. But man, I have been here. It sucks. You just have to eat it. You got to move on. At least in this circumstance, the card shouldn't be ruined, I hope. Aw, look at that. We got ourselves a picture of a couple in Japan. That's very nice. It's an interracial couple. That is going to probably spark some conversation on Twitter. Let's see what the conversation is. The replies and quotes are so weird, man. It's either people saying they lost biologically or weird role players pretending they're black guys going, yeah, we're gonna take all of your women. Or it's just outright racism. You know what? I like that. We got the entire spectrum of ridiculous, demented tweets because of somebody's relationship. And yes, I do have screenshots of the comments. And no, I can't show them to you because they are that gross. I won't be able to make this video. I would not be able to upload this today. Yeah, I don't understand why there's roleplay and almost all of it being NTR roleplay. For those who know what that acronym is, I'm sorry. For those who don't, please don't search it up. I have no idea why those type of comments and also all of the broken branch and racist comments are all together in the same thread. I have a feeling that maybe Twitter should implement some sort of segregated, no pun intended, thread for those types of messages. I don't think they all should be in the same thread. I shouldn't be able to see just actual race hatred and then goonery. How I look after bedmaxing and reading for 2 days straight. Oh my god, yay for you. Congratulations, you were a loser for 2 days straight. Reading? I don't think you were just reading that for 2 days straight. And bedmaxing, please stop. Please stop making these words. Please go outside and please clean your bedroom. I promise you making posts like this online might feel funny and might feel kind of quirky, but to the rest of the adult world, laying down for 2 days straight and not going to work, all while laying down and having both of your hands occupied, one with a phone and one without a phone, if you catch my cold, like, none of that is worth kind of celebrating and certainly not worth 240,000 views on Twitter. Good grief. Maybe if I was a loser and posted all of my loser behavior online, I'd have a, more viral Twitter account. Please let this be a normal photo. Even if it's a selfie, I'll count that as a normal photo at this place. Even so, you're not supposed to be taking photos at all. Why are we taking photos like this? Yes, you are a piece of trash, and I hope your post goes viral. I mean, I hope it goes viral, because I'll be famous and be better than you. You needed a piece. Oh, and if you're whoa, and you're offended, I'm sorry. My German ancestors are better than you. Really? We're gonna brag on your German ancestors doing really terrible things? Even so, all of you guys look American, so would your German ancestors even like you? You guys are Amerimuts, man. You're not completely German. I don't think any modern Caucasian American will be allowed into Hyperborea. I don't think that's going down. You guys aren't genetically pure, and a few of you guys are dirty blondes. So be careful. Be careful about bragging on your German ancestry, bro, because your German ancestors might have a few comments to make about the way that you look and how none of you guys have blue eyes. And our final post of the day is about a play that I really like that's being turned into a movie, Wicked, and how there is ridiculous controversy over it. And let me go ahead and spin that tale, because you're about to find out why. So yes, there is going to be a Wicked film based off of the very, very popular Broadway play, and a lot of people that the poster art of the movie is not the same as the poster art for the playbill, the one that everybody can recognize. So a lot of people decided to kind of fix it and try to, make it look like it's supposed to look. And the lead actress of the film thought that this was a racist thing. This is the wildest and most offensive thing I've ever seen, equal to that of awful AI of us fighting, equal to people posting question, is your blank green? None of this is funny. None of this is cute. It degrades me. It degrades us. The original poster is an illustration. I'm a real life human being who chose to look right down the barrel at the camera, at the viewer, because without words, we communicate with our, I'm stopping here. All of those things are not offensive. Those are memes. People are joking. The joke is your blank green has been on the internet forever when it comes to the play. Now people are using the same joke when it comes to the movie, and it's just a AI generated poster. Please stop. Please stop. And because of that reaction, now people aren't going to see your film. Congratulations, you cooked the movie. And literally all of that could have been avoided if you just giggled with everyone. And no, many of us disagree that the poster for the movie is not an homage of the illustration. It isn't. It's just you standing there looking deadpan at the camera like you said, and it doesn't look like what people were expecting. So they decided to make fan art. God forbid someone makes fan art. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Ailurus, aka Panda Daddy, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. And if you did, let me know in the comments down below and leave a like if you liked the video. And if you're new to my channel, go ahead and subscribe, fam. What you doing watching videos and not subscribing? And if you're old, make sure to hit that bell so you get these notifications every time. This week, there's even more content down the pipeline, and I'm preparing for my flight to this wonderful wedding for my uncle. So at the moment, I'm trying to put together as much content for you guys to nibble on, as I am going to be away from the PC for a minute. Many of you guys have been looking forward to Morbid Reality, and I've been saving up a marathon for that. So all of next week, there's going to probably be 1 to 3 Morbid Reality videos for the spooky month of October. Ooh. So I really hope you guys are excited about that. And for those who have been supporting me on Patreon, you're going to be getting those Morbid Reality videos early. They will be available on the Patreon on Friday of this week for you guys to enjoy. So if you want to be able to catch the Morbid Reality videos early, please take a look at the Patreon down below. And if you want to wait for the uploads, they will be there and ready for you Sunday of next week, all the way through to the end of the month. So I'm super excited about that. I know a lot of you guys have been looking forward to that. I know a lot of you guys subscribe for that, and I really wanted to make sure those videos are good. And as always, I gotta thank the Patreon supporters that make content like this possible. So a big thank you to Birds of Steel, D the Wicker Beast, Arrow the Cat, Molly Mayhem, BD Uzi, Not Cool 723, Jet Hero, Yex, Quispy, The Main Mon, Cobman4372, Blacklist Gaming, User Deleted from Planet, Seth is the 102, Twitch is Lost, Dawnbreaker Drake, Traffic Racer 124, Fisherman, The Blurred Star, Mr. Sandman, That One Girl, Loving Tate, Tron Destroy 23, Code Connor Purvis, Ronan EXP, Cy Svederick, My Golden Experience, James Tucker, Primavera, BMX30, Cinnamon Sticks, The Fake Musician, Samantha Bellhart, Dundon Ass Hawk, Clyde the Hobo, and Noah. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. And if you want to help support the channel, there's 2 links in the description, one of my merch store and one of my Patreon. Both funds go directly into the channel so I can maintain what's happening here. And as always, stay